All right. Hi, Internet. It is Sarah Cazell with the W.TV. I am here with Rem Bakamus, a now redshirt senior for Gonzaga Hoops. How's it going, Rem?
Going good. Thank you for having me. Hopefully my mom's tuned in and watching. I sent her the link, so hi mom if you're out there.
Perfect. Hi, Mom. My mom, too. Hi, Patty.
Hi,
Well, thank
Patty.
you for joining us. A shout out from Gonzaga Hoops. I'm sure Patty appreciates that. So yeah, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate your time. We've been doing these summer hangouts with a few WCC Hoopers, so really happy to have you here. So let's just get right into it. What has your summer been like so far? I guess it's actually almost over. It's mid-July. What does your summer look like? What have you been doing?
It's like you said, it's starting to wrap up. It always goes pretty quick, summertime, but I've just been here in Spokane the majority of summer. I took a class first semester, and then now I'm working on an internship. So, and then obviously we have practice during the week and workout, stuff like that. And it's been a pretty quick summer so far, but we've been pretty productive, and I've had a good one. So
Good. Good
it's
to
been
hear
fun.
that. The summers always go too quickly.
Yeah, always.
So speaking of your
This
team,
is like my last real summer before I have to get a job. So yeah.
no, don't do it. Do grad school, 5th year, 6th year, 7th year. Do everything.
I'm thinking about trying to get injured, maybe get like a medical red shirt or something to get another year out of the program.
Yep. I mean, find something you want a PhD in. I mean, honestly, whatever it takes.
Yeah, stretch it out as long as I can. That's what everybody says.
Seriously, I agree with that. So despite losing some really big names from your team this past year, Sabonis, Wilcher, Eric McClellan, Gonzaga is still looking like most of the media is still in love with them. They're ranked in the top 25 in most polls that I've seen. What do you think it is that the media is seeing in your team? What do you think it is that they like about you this year?
Well, as you know, we have some really good transfers coming in with Nigel Williams-Goss and J3. So I think those guys complement the guys who have been playing previous years. I think they complement them really well. And obviously, Tommy Lloyd does a really good job with international recruiting, and our freshman class is outstanding this year. So we just have a good mesh, and we always find a way to play together and as a team. And we're not really big into individual stuff, so we just reload every year, and everybody buys into the same system. So you still get the same Gonzaga team pretty much every year, but just a few different looks and different players at different positions. But yeah, that'd be my best response to why we'd be good and why people like us next year. So. Yeah.
Has there been a lot of energy around your summer workouts and open gyms and with guys meshing and all that?
Oh, yeah. It's been one of the more competitive years just because guys are eager to get out there and play, And once you start going against each other every day, it gets old after a while. So I think guys are already getting ready to, see a different opponent. But, we have a lot of great alumni who come back and play with us and push the guys to be better. And it's just overall been a really good summer for everybody who's been here.
That's great. I'm sure Gonzaga fans are very pleased to hear that. So speaking of the guys who took off, Wilcher, Sabonis, etc., have you been able to keep track of them, watch their progress in summer league or Sabonis prepping for the Olympics?
Yeah, I still talk to those guys a few times a week. Domas and I were pretty close. Me and Wilch redshirted the same year, so we had a really good bond as well. And then Eric and Kyle are both going to do their thing overseas, and I stay in close contact with them all. I stay in touch with all my teammates. So summer league was really fun for us to watch because you got to see Kevin and Wilch go at it, and Stocks was playing too. So it's cool to see Zags out there and performing at a high level, and obviously Domas, what he's doing for Lithuania is pretty special, and to be a 19-year-old kid getting to do that, it's awesome. Like, we're all really proud of him, and it's exciting to watch him play as well.
Definitely. So in June, ESPN.com listed you as one of college basketball's most likely reality TV stars in the future. Do you agree with that? What do you think about that?
I don't know about that. We have a lot of pretty entertaining guys. I think I just show it. I'm not very shy around people, so people get to see that side of me a lot. But we have a lot of like pretty entertaining guys. It could be for anybody, honestly. So I think Coach Lloyd shouted me out and told whoever wrote the article that I would be the best, but I don't know how good I would be.
I'm sure you'd be fabulous. So the obvious follow-up question here is, if you were on a reality TV show, which one would you pick?
I've seen a lot of good reality TV shows. I would probably say like Survivor.
Okay.
Does that count as reality TV?
Yeah, I mean it is, and it still exists.
Okay. Yeah, I like I could manipulate some people and get them to keep me on the island long enough to eventually win it. And I'm pretty competitive, so I'd like to do something like that.
Okay. And on Survivor, forgive me, I haven't watched it since about 2000. Do you still have to like hunt for your own food and like quite literally survive?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how good I would be at that, but I got some pretty good instincts, so I can, I see where the moss is on the tree. I know which direction to go, all that good stuff.
Spectacular. Well, if you ever do make it on Survivor, I look forward to seeing you kill a fish with your own bare hands.
Yeah, I'll do my best just for you.
Thank you. All right, so we are on to some social media questions. We put it out on Twitter and Facebook. Lots of people had questions for you. We narrowed it down to our favorites. So let's start with this first one. Ironically, I'm going to read it off of paper, like that sense. But Connor Griffin wants to know, who is your favorite college football team, since you don't have one at Gonzaga?
That would be the University of Washington, where Connor attends and plays football. I've grown up a big Husky football fan my whole life. My dad and uncles and stuff had season tickets, so I went to a lot of games, and actually just bought an RV that's Husky football themed. We're gonna switch it around to Gonzaga stuff, but and I'm not sure if you're familiar, but Connor did play here for 2 years before he left for UW to play football. So he's got a special place in my heart too. But I've always been a big Husky football fan. But I mean, I can't be as loud about that anymore since we play UW this year. So.
Okay. Yeah. Will we see you rocking the purple and gold anytime soon?
You might see me at a couple Saturday college football games, but not anywhere on campus. I don't want to get beat up or anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest that either.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of UW and Gonzaga ties, Dan Dickow would like to know, do you have a summer internship, and what are you trying to learn from it?
I think Mr. Dickow knew the answer to that, since I'm interning for his company, or a company with him, and it's called Scorebook Live, and it's hopefully going to be the future of scorekeeping for high school right now. And the old green scorebook everybody keeps stats in and runs a score with, it's a replacement for that. It's an iPad app. So it's pretty new, but I'm really lucky I got on board with it this summer, and it's just starting to get rolling. So it's really cool. It's been a good experience so far this summer.
That sounds awesome. Efficient stats and saving the earth.
Yep,
Great.
Exactly.
Cool. So next question. Slipper Still Fits wants to know, and I mean, honestly, we all want to know, what is the secret to keeping your hair so lovely, so luscious? Will you call out some products for us?
I get that question a lot, but actually, Dustin Triano, he grew his hair out as well with me during the year. And we went like a 4-month period where we didn't even wash our hair, which sounds gross.
Yeah.
But we looked it up. There's some really good health benefits to it, apparently. It was called the no poo movement. But I just gotten longer. I've started to wash it, but I just use like the free Dove stuff we got from the NCAA tournament. I took a bunch of that, so that's pretty much my only secrets. I wear a lot of hats if it's not looking luscious and clean, but
okay.
Yeah, nothing too special.
All right. On those days when it's starting to get maybe a little oily or dirty, might I recommend dry shampoo?
Yeah, my girlfriend actually tried to get me on dry shampoo, but I just wasn't really trusting of it. I didn't know if it'd make my hair fall out or anything, so I stayed away from it.
Okay, I mean, so far so good, although your hair is absolutely better than mine, so I guess I should probably be taking your advice and not vice versa. All right, last question we've got is from Sean Avedano. And he wants to know, what is the one experience you've had at Gonzaga that you don't think you could find at any other university?
Ooh, that's tough.
That's why
I've
we
experienced so much. I would just say, like, within our team, the friendships I have is something that I've never experienced at any sports level. You know, in high school, you've grown up with the same kids and played with them forever, and you don't even have that close a bond as we have here. So from 1 through 15 or whatever, the guys on our team hang out, and, you know, it doesn't matter what grade you are, you know, where you're from, you just hang out here and you form great friendships. So I'm willing to compare our program to anybody's and say that we have the closest knit team out there. So I think that's something I wouldn't really get to experience everywhere else.
That's great. All right, well, with that, we are going to move on to the final segment here. It is called the WCC 3 spot. It's where I give you 3 trivia questions about you, your team, your teammates. I almost said coworkers. I've been out of school too long. Anyway, so this is the WCC 3 spot. Let's see. Our current record holder is 1 for 3. So I feel
people have gone over 3?
Yeah, the first 2 went
good.
Last week went 1 for 3. So let's see if you can break that record and maybe
mix it up a little.
All right, let's do this. First question. There have been 29 WCC tourneys played. Of those 29, how many tournament MVPs are from Gonzaga? Is it 12, 15, or 17?
I'm going to say 15.
Because of the 15 titles from Gonzaga?
Yeah, and I wear number 15, so I was thinking the mojo might be in my favor.
The mojo is most certainly in your favor. You are 1 for 1, sir.
Yes.
Yes, and that is including the last 4, the last 2 being your guy, Kyle Wilcher.
Yep.
All right.
I knew that.
Well, good. You're already, no offense, ladies, I've done this in the past with, but you're already crushing it. So let's see if we can keep this up. Question number 2. This year, Demontis Sabonis led the WCC in rebounds per game. What was his average? Was it 10.7 per game, 11.0, or 11.8?
I want to say, I know he was averaging 11 for a while, but I don't know if he finished off. What was the first one, 10.8?
10.7, 11.0, or 11.8?
I'm going to say 10.7.
Ooh, he is going to be mad at you. It is
no.
He finished strong. Come on, you know that about him.
11.8?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Right?
Yeah, wow.
And that would be 426 total rebounds, also far and away the most in the WCC. That is 123 more rebounds than the next guy, Kyle Collinsworth from BYU. All right, so you're 1 for 2. Let's see.
Guard.
No, this is a tough one. All right, so your former teammate, Kevin Pangos, he just signed with a team overseas. What is the name of that team?
I know it's in Lithuania. It's like the cows. Starts with a K.
You're close.
Like Cows Girls or something. Cows Gill.
Now, I'm going to do my best Lithuanian real quick. It's BC Zalgiris Kaunas.
Oh, Kaunas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang it. I'm sorry, Kev.
And sorry, Arvydas as well, which of course.
Yeah. I need to brush up on my Lithuanian.
You and me both. Well, thank you so much for your time. You've been fantastic. Guys, you can follow Rem on Twitter. It's at Rem15, and the 15 is spelled out, F-I-F-T-E-N. And if you're not following the W.TV on Twitter, what are you doing with your life? It's at the WTV. But of course, Rem too. You've been fantastic. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. This is really fun. I appreciate it.
Yeah, glad you had a blast. Have a great rest of your summer. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.